This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, everybody. It's Lenny Murphy here with another interview series, and today this is especially cool because I am with Dimitri and Lana from CoolTool / UXReality, the winners of the North American Insight Innovation Competition. Woo! Congrats, guys.
Thank you, Lenny. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. And this is an international call, right? So Dimitri, you're in Ukraine, and Lana, you're in Mexico. So, and of course, I'm right here in
Yes.
Atlanta, Georgia. So we're all over the world right now. This is great. The joys of technology. Um, Again, seriously, congratulations. And full disclosure, we've been working together for about a year in an advisory role. So it's particularly gratifying to see CoolTool win the competition. Um, and you've entered multiple times and have kept learning and getting better and better. And that's kind of your story, isn't it, Dimitri? We're thinking about CoolTool as a whole. So kind of tell us that CoolTool story, because I think it's very cool.
Yeah,
So
this is really fascinating story. So we started 7 years ago as a survey automation platform. Then we pivot to marketplace. We understood that people need both services, respondents, and technologies all within one platform. So we combined all that stuff, and among those technologies, we started with eye tracking technology. We were lucky to connect such technology as eye tribe. This was a very affordable eye tracking device. Then we connected another company, German-based company called Sensomotoric Instruments, SMI. We were selling our neural labs eye tracking together with EEG, with all that stuff and survey part to research agencies, and it was good time. Before the moment, actually, maybe year and a half. Both our suppliers was acquired by Facebook and Apple. So Facebook acquired iTribe and Apple acquired SMI. So we had no suppliers anymore. We need to do something. We decided that oh, we do this much better, and we decided to go toward online webcam-based eye tracking. But all those commercial and open source solutions available, those solutions are not reliable, actually not working at all. So we decided we are lucky to have a really good team of developers here in Ukraine, really brilliant team of engineers. So we spent 1.5 years to develop eye tracking technology through the webcam. Then we recognized that technology could work even better on mobile devices, and thus we created application for mobile phones to measure how people behave on websites or inside of mobile apps. And we could see a really great potential for this particular project. So we decided to spin off it from core business. So CoolTool is still automated platform with accent on non-conscious measurements. So we have eye tracking, motions measurement, all sort of implicit and speed reaction tests to measure brain reactions, and combine this with survey part and respondents, blah blah blah. But we created a really good application for mobile eye tracker, and we call it UXReality. This is the story.
that's a good story. So, all right, now, Lana, did you tell the truth on all that? Is that just, you know? Uh, but so so Lana, you obviously you did the presentation in Austin. So how did you get involved with CoolTool? Is that, are you specifically working around the UX Reality product, or just kind of describe your bit of that story there?
Well, starting, I mean, I have a position at the CoolTool company as the head of business development, and obviously I'm involved into the UXReality development from the, let's say, commercial side, from the client side, and so on. Also, in the part of the strategy, how we're going to move it to the market, what's our like development and product strategy, and so on. But I would prefer to start basically from the introduction of what is the UXReality, basically what we are talking about. So for me, I would say the UXReality is a really unique and disrupting technology that literally turns any mobile device, any smartphone, I would say, into a full-fledged tool for getting mobile users' behavioral insights as close to reality as possible in a very, let's say, natural environment. Well, using a selfie camera and artificial intelligence algorithms, we can, let's say, understand what consumers see when they are interacting with the content, what they feel, what they say, and the way they react, and even what they think about the content they're interacting with. So basically how it happens is that UXReality enables to, let's say, film everything which is happening on the screen of the mobile devices. In the meantime, people are interacting with the content, whether it is an application or the website, and also to collect their biometric data from, let's say, their eyes, what they say, their emotion feedback, and their voice, what they are saying. So, for example, for marketers, for the UX designers, product owners, researchers, they could use this technology to see and really deeply understand and explain customers' behavior on mobile devices. Since, for example, where it comes from, basically the idea and everything, it comes from, for me, it comes from one simple word: limitations. This term combines all existing tools for understanding the consumer experience on mobile devices. Labs and hardware-based solutions are really expensive and bulky, and also to get the experience and learnings from studies conducted via the labs, it takes time, but the market is developing very fast. The consumer experiences on mobiles, we need to get it like in a near real time to adjust the product the way it needs to be adjusted to give the response to the market needs. And from the other side, what says the limitations is that we have the digital tools to measure the consumer mobile experiences, such as Google, Hotjar, and so on. But what they provide to the UX community is that only digital footprints and numbers about the consumer's behaviors. From there, we understand that what is missing on the market is the tool that will provide the user experience insights in a near real time and explaining the whys behind the consumer's behavior. So why basically is that important? Because poor mobile customer experience leads to significant losses for the fast-growing mobile e-commerce industry, which is evaluated as of now for more than $200 billion US dollars only. So from there, we started with the UXReality, the tremendous product, and basically we see a tremendous potential over here.
So I absolutely see why you won the competition, Lana. So
you're like on the stage.
That was great.
Such a feeling that you are on the stage and you again have those moments.
Absolutely. Yeah. You might want to keep this, and you can cut that for the interview, and just have that up as a video, an explainer video on your website. So that's great. Now, and obviously, we've been working together for a year, so it has some sense where things were going. But even I was surprised when you introduced UXReality conceptually a few months ago, that of the sheer the massive applicability of the tool, right? So obviously, UX research, there's obvious applications. Consumer journey, there's obvious applications. Media measurement, there's obvious applications, but there's more. So kind of give us a sense of your big mission, right? Where do you see this really going? When will you know, all right, now we have arrived, we have fulfilled our mission? What is that?
Okay, we are going step by step, first of all.
Okay.
But the big mission, actually, for this project for UX Reality is to create new layer of communication and understanding between us, human, and mobile devices. So previously, we used mobile phones as, like, input-output device. So we are telling our devices what to do, and those devices execute our commands. But right now, we are adding another layer. Our devices could understand us. So they, using just the camera or other sensors, we are able to give the power to those devices to understand us, to understand where the attention goes, how happy we are, what kind of emotions we have, and where is our interest. Like if we demonstrate any sort of interest, where is it? So like it's a really nice level and good mission if we are adding this layer between us and those devices, because it could be used in really, you're absolutely right, in different areas, for advertising, for marketing, for mobile gaming, for even as a technology, assistive technology for communication. So this is amazing. But right now, at this point of our journey, we focused on customer and user experience. Right now we have a beta version of our application. Soon it will be available on Play Market. And then we have a really good roadmap. We will integrate with panel providers, so our users will be able to select target audiences worldwide to test their applications or websites. We will provide the application for desktops, so it will be possible to measure same experiences on desktops, not only on mobile devices. We will provide iOS version of the application, and it's all about customer and user experience. And then, of course, we have those plans for other industries. But this is only beginning of our journey.
Now you recently won another award as well, right? I think right after IIeX or right before, around the same time. So you won an award around with more in the advertising space, right?
Well,
yeah,
hello,
go
hello.
ahead. Yeah.
Well, basically, in terms of the potential customers, like developing this, like widening the question. So we really believe here in the UX Reality team that any business with mobile presence will use the UX Reality. If the company develop a mobile application or use the mobile version of the website, they should be interested in smooth customer experience. So sometimes, for example, companies, they know they have some issues with the specific pages of the mobile version of the website, or the funnel doesn't, online funnel, the mobile funnel doesn't work the way they expected. So they need the UX Reality to understand what's happening at a specific stage and to adjust the pages, applications, and so on to the needs of the market, and to understand why it works, why it doesn't work, to replicate the success or to remove the mistakes, right? So in this term, allowing for that, we're targeting all businesses that have a mobile presence, right? Generally speaking and globally. But as per your question, at this stage, our key audience is enterprise accounts. First of all, the e-commerce, banking, FMCG, and also the biggest content producers, like, for example, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and so on and so forth. So that's the current focus, talking about the perspective of, let's say, 1 year.
Yeah, but the question was also about award we got in New York. Tell us about your experience in New York, Martech Award.
Yeah, Martech, thank you.
Well, that was something really tremendous, very unexpected, that we were competing with the companies who have been in the market for years. There were like very few like startups like us. So it was, first of all, unexpected. Secondly, the recognition from the people that we met over there, from the judges, from the overall the competition, it was like very enhancing for us, for all the team, So it made us, like, first of all, being happy and start to move even faster. Since there, it was from the client's perspective, let's say, for me, it was the first time where I met face-to-face the real client who said, okay, I really want this. Please let me know once it's ready. I need to test these, and that. And also from there, we started to understand, like, okay, where should we move in terms of the client? So from there comes the first ideas, enhances and, let's say, challenges. We started to understand, like, how we should reply to the market needs with our product that was on the progress that time in New York.
Yeah, and the nomination was the best conversion rate optimization tool.
Yeah, exactly. The name of the award was, yes, we were named as the best conversion rate optimization tool before, like, all the tools presented. It was, like, very surprising for us.
That is very cool.
We're glad to get it.
There was a first for me as well, but after you won in Austin, I wasn't there physically, but but I had the clients emailing me literally within hours after you got off stage asking, please connect me with CoolTool.
Wow.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. I wasn't going to say no, but that, it's that, those type, all of these things, winning prizes, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, ultimately, all they are is just validation, right? That you're on the right track. That the market sees where you're going and that it meets a need, and you should feel proud, right? It's a fantastic feeling that, okay, my idea. That's started as just this entrepreneurial idea of let's do this. Other people think my baby's pretty too, right? It's not just you. So congratulations on all of that. So I want to be conscious of time. Right, there's lots of things we could talk about in the last minute or so, but ultimately, the technologies that you've built are kind of around the idea of emotionally enabling technology, right? The core of what you do is providing that input and that analysis. So where do you see that going as we progress from here, right? What's the next? Just put it on your kind of science fiction hat. Where do you see the future of technologies like UXReality as they play out in the broader world of consumer electronics and how we live?
It will be absolutely new world where we can communicate with our devices. And actually, going back to insights industry, it's absolutely new way for businesses, for brands to communicate with and to understand their consumers. So you can interact and you can understand actually your consumer at every particular point of their customer experience, at every touch point. You can understand that, okay, this is my customer. He is online right now, have an experience with my product, and that experience is not good. So we can deal with that customer. Again, this is in the future, but this future will arrive soon. So we can interact with that customers based on his reactions. We know where the attention goes, how happy is the client or not happy, where the interest. So we can offer relevant content. We can sell in more efficient way. So many great things could happen there.
Yeah, I agree. I like the idea of, Mark Pritchard from P&G has said, that their goal is to have a one-to-one relationship in real time with everybody on the planet. Now, I'm not particularly interested in engaging P&G about my toilet paper or my toothpaste, right? But I absolutely like the idea of being able to let them know my feedback in real time, right? If there is, as I'm having that brand experience of, well, wait a minute, this is either great or this is bad on my terms, right? And to be able to recognize what that emotional context is, because then they can get better at delivering a better experience or better product for me in the future. So I love that. And as long as I'm in control of that opt-in process as a consumer, right? And I think that's kind of the secret. We probably should touch on that for a second. a lot of folks are thinking about this technology, and it seems scary and spooky, right? This is Big Brother, the ultimate in Big Brother, and I think that's right. If the consumer is not fully engaged in the process of sharing and expressly opting into that, and you mentioned earlier that you want to work with panels, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that it's important to recognize that you're not going to go sell this to Facebook necessarily, and have them running in the background, right? But instead, you want to work with consumers to help empower consumers and brands to engage more effectively. Is that a good way to put it?
For sure, and privacy of our consumers and privacy of those people who will use this technology is the most important issue for us. I mean, a very important point, and a very significant part of our development is done such way we could control, and the user could control all information via measuring, and even measuring information is done on the background. So we have only a result, but we are not storing any biometric data, or and we will never share any data with anyone. We just use this for real-time interactions, and this is a very important point. Thank you for mentioning it. It's really important, because
Yeah, basically.
I have my friends for whom I'm showing our technology, and they say, okay, right now I know I need to hide cover my camera finally. It's a very common reaction. Like, okay, you know everything, guys. No. It's funny, but it will go there. For example, when you use your laptop, it uses camera right now to measure level of light in the room, and to use it for backlight of your keyboard. And it's absolutely normal for you. And if it's done the same way with eye tracking, intention data, or emotion data, it will be fine for you too, because it's just passive measurement. It's not making your pictures and sending those pictures into someone.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. We always explain to our clients that we do not collect any private data. So we're collecting the data points, basically. Once they understand that, they are checking that we are GDPR compliant and so on. They are start to be tranquil and everything. But it takes time a little bit, right, to understand, to deliver this knowledge widely. But nevertheless, we are moving over there, as Dmitry mentioned.
Yep. All right, guys, thank you very much. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
I know you're going to be.
Thank you, Lenny.
Thank you. You're going to be at a bunch of IIeX events coming up, so folks will be able to chat with you and experience UXReality for themselves, as well as CoolTool and the broader set of applications. So I think that's just fantastic. Congratulations. I'm glad we had a chance to chat and overcome our technical issues before we actually started this. We seemed to have sound problems, and we got it right. It all worked out well. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you for Green Book, and your IIeX events are really great. I love the atmosphere there. It's only one event for inside industry. Only on your events you can feel such a good inspiration and inspiration for innovation. Thank you for that special thank you.
Oh, well, Mutual Admiration Society. I love it. Thank you, Dmitry. Checks in the mail. I appreciate that. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Thank you very much for your support. It's very valuable for us. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you, Dmitry.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. All right. Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye. Bye.